You must have seen H2O written on the water bottles or on the water tanks. What does this H2O stand for? H2O, it is the chemical formula for water. H2 is a chemical formula of water. So today we'll study about chemical formula, how to write chemical formula, and how can we derive chemical formula. What are the steps of deriving chemical formula of a compound? Chemists have to write chemical equations all the time, and it would take too long to write and read if they had to spell everything out. So chemists use symbols just like it is done in maths. Each element has a symbol. There is a particular way of writing what's in a molecule called a chemical formula. The chemical formula for all the elements that form each molecule and uses a small number to the bottom right of an element symbol to stand for the number of atoms of that element. The chemical formula of a substance is based on the composition of that substance. It indicates the type and number of atoms of each kind present in that substance. For example, the chemical formula of water is H2O. This means that a water molecule is formed by the combination of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Similarly, the formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. This means that a carbon dioxide molecule is formed by the combination of one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. Water and carbon dioxide, they both are compounds because they are made up of different kinds of atoms. Now the next topic is how to write the chemical formula. What is the correct way of writing the chemical formula? To write the chemical formula of a substance, the chemical symbols of all the elements are written and the number of atoms of each element is written as a subscript to the right side of its symbol. For example, nitric acid. Nitric acid contains one atom of hydrogen, one atom of hydrogen, one atom of nitrogen, one atom of nitrogen, and three atoms of oxygen. Now what is the chemical symbol of hydrogen? H. What is the chemical symbol of nitrogen? N. I told you in the previous class. What is the chemical symbol of oxygen? O. Now where you have to write the number of atoms. The number of atoms are written in the subscript on the right side of chemical symbol of element. But please do take care that one is not written as a subscript. One is not written as a subscript. So nitric acid contains three atoms of oxygen and three atoms, they are written on the right side of symbol of element as subscript. So the chemical formula of nitric acid is HNO3. One is not written as a subscript. This chemical formula shows that nitric acid is made up of one atom of hydrogen, one atom of nitrogen, and three atoms of oxygen. Number of atoms are written as subscript on the right side of chemical symbol of element. See, I told you just now, nitric acid contains one atom of hydrogen, one atom of nitrogen, and three atoms of oxygen. The chemical formula of nitric acid is therefore written as HNO3. One is not written as a subscript. Here is a list of few compounds along with their chemical formula. Chemical formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH, hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, ammonia NH3, nitric acid HNO3, nitrous acid HNO2. What is the difference between nitric acid and nitrous acid? Nitric acid contains 3 atoms of oxygen and nitrous acid contains 2 atoms of oxygen. For a chemical formula, potassium hydroxide is KOH, silver nitrate is AgNO. Chemical formula, sodium carbonate Na2CO3, sodium chloride NaCl, nitrogen dioxide NO2, potassium hydroxide KOH, sulfurous acid H2SO3, aluminium oxide Al2O3. Now the next topic is how to derive chemical formula. Before starting this topic, it is very important for all of you to know the structure of atom. The atomic structure of an element refers to the constitution of its nucleus and the arrangement of the electrons around it. Primarily, the atomic structure of matter is made up of protons, electrons, and neutrons. An atom is made up of three subatomic particles: protons, electrons, and neutrons. Now, protons and neutrons, they make up the nucleus of an atom, which is surrounded by the electrons belonging to the atom. The atomic number of an element describes the total number of protons in its nucleus. Now look at the picture depicting the structure of an atom. There is a nucleus in the center of an atom, and this nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged particles, neutrons, they have no charge, and around this nucleus the electrons revolve in fixed shells, and electrons are negatively charged particles. We can compare the structure of an atom with solar system. In the solar system, sun is in the center of a solar system, around which all the 8 planets, they revolve in fixed orbits. Similarly, in the center of an atom there is a nucleus which is made up of protons and neutrons. Around this nucleus the electrons revolve. Just look at the diagram carefully. This diagram is depicting the structure of an atom. You will study about structure of an atom, how was it discovered in higher classes. Neutral atoms have equal numbers of protons and electrons. However, atoms may gain or lose electrons in order to increase their stability, and resulting charged entity is called an ion. Atoms of different elements have different atomic structures because they contain different numbers of protons and electrons. This is the reason for the unique characteristics of different elements. Atom starts out electrically neutral because they have the same number of negatively charged electrons and positively charged protons. An ion is an atom that has gained or lost one or more electrons and therefore has a negative or positive charge. Ions, they are charged particles, either positive or negative. A cation is an atom that has lost a valence electron and therefore has more positive protons than negative electrons. So it is a positively charged. A cation is a positively charged ion. And an ion is an atom that has gained a valence electron and is negatively charged. And ions are negatively charged ions. Now see the picture carefully, showing the formation of cation and anion. It is very important to know about cations and anions before doing the topic how to derive chemical formula, because we use cations and anions while deriving the formula by using crisscross method. Now look at the table. This table is for cations: silver Ag plus, aluminium Al3 plus, helium He2 plus, potassium K plus, lithium Li plus, magnesium Mg2 plus, sodium Na plus, zinc Zn2 plus, ammonia NH4 plus. Now this table is for anions: arsenide As3 minus, bromide Br minus, chloride Cl minus, fluoride F minus, iodide I minus, hydride H minus, sulfide S2 minus, phosphide P3 minus, nitride N3 minus, oxide O2 minus, sulfate SO4 2 minus, phosphate PO4 3 minus, hydroxide OH minus, nitrate NO3 minus, nitrite NO2 minus, iodate IO3 minus, hydrogen sulfate HSO4 minus. Why I have shown you these two tables? Because these tables will help you out in deriving the chemical formula of compounds by using crisscross method. Now the next topic is how to derive chemical formula by using crisscross method. It is not possible to learn the chemical formulas of all the compounds, so we can derive their formulas by using crisscross method. In the name of a chemical substance made up of a positive and a negative ion, generally the name of the positive ion is mentioned first, followed by the name of negative ion. For example, the chemical name of common salt is sodium chloride. Here the name of the positive ion sodium, that is Na plus, is mentioned first, and the name of the negative ion chloride Cl minus is mentioned afterwards. In the chemical formula also, the symbol for the positive ion is written first, followed followed by the symbol for the negative ion. Hence, the chemical formula of sodium chloride is written as NaCl and not as ClNa. Now let's summarize the procedure for writing the chemical formula of a substance. Let's take an example of magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride, the name of the positive ion is written first, followed by the name of negative ion. Here the positive ion is magnesium, which is written first, and the name of the negative ion is written afterwards. Here the negative ion is chloride. Here the negative ion is chloride. Then we write the symbol of positive ion first. The symbol of magnesium is M in uppercase, G in lowercase, and its charge is written on the top right corner of the symbol, that is 2 plus, right? And then we write the chemical symbol of anion, that is chloride. The chemical symbol of chloride is Cl and its charge is -1. So -1, there is no need to write 1. Now what we have to do in the next step, remove plus and minus sign. It becomes Mg2 and Cl. Here you can write 1 on the top right corner of symbol for your convenience. Now what you have to do, you have to crisscross their charges. Crisscross their charges, right? And you have to write the crisscross charges at the bottom right of the symbol. It becomes Mg1 and Cl2. There is no need to write 1. In the subscript of magnesium, it becomes MgCl2. So the chemical formula of magnesium chloride is MgCl2. MgCl2 and 2 is written as subscript. Now let's take one more example. Potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide. Here the positive ion is potassium and the negative ion is hydroxide. Now write the symbol of potassium. The symbol of potassium is K and the charge is written on the top right corner of symbol, that is K plus. K plus, and then we write the symbol of negative ion, that is hydroxide, and its symbol is OH and the charge is minus, OH minus, right? You can write 1. You can write 1 for your convenience. In the second step, what you have to do, they have common factors. They have 1 as common factor. So in the second step, you can remove the common factor, 1 plus and 1 minus, right? You can remove the common factor if there is any common factor, and the formula is KOH. The formula of potassium hydroxide is KOH. Now let's take one more example. Aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate. Here the positive ion is aluminium, so we write the symbol of aluminium first and charge on the top right corner of symbol, that is Al3 plus. Negative ion is sulfate and its symbol is SO4 and charge is 2 minus. The 4 which is written in the subscript of oxygen, that is not charge, that is number of atoms of oxygen, right? Now what you have to do in the next step, remove plus and minus sign. It becomes Al3 SO4 2. Now what you have to do, you have to crisscross the charges of both cation and anion, right? You cannot crisscross 4 which is written in the subscript of oxygen because they are atoms, they are 4 atoms of oxygen, Okay, you can only crisscross the charges. Then you have to write the crisscross charges at the bottom right of symbols of the ions, of both the ions, cations and anions. It becomes Al2 SO4. You have to write SO4 within the brackets. Then you have to write 3 outside the bracket. So the formula of aluminium sulfate is Al2 SO4 3, where 4 is the number of atoms of oxygen. Today's task is you have to derive the chemical formula of the following with the help of crisscross method. That's all for today's session. In the next session, we'll study about chemical changes. Take care of yourself. Stay home. Stay safe.